And we are back. We are live with Demi SEA Weekly number 8, the first Demi SEA Weekly of 2021. I'm of course Light_VIP, and with me is the lovely, the beautiful, the actor slash actress, the body double. It's Aries.
Hi.
Yeah.
You lost me at the beautiful. Yeah.
Oh god, yes. Welcome, Aries. I think it's your first time casting here this year. Yeah.
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 Wait. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Eh? I don't know. My memory's failing me. I got hit too many times.
Hit too many. Yeah. God damn it. But we are here, and I'm very excited. Everyone, !B in the chat if you want to have a look at that bracket, because this is going to be amazing, especially if you were able to tune in to GPO last night, because here in the top left we have the Australian Protoss player, the blue Protoss, representing Team Fight for Justice. It is StarDuck.
Hey, and at the bottom as the red Zerg, we've got our home guy from Singapore, representing GDA. We've got Nameless.
Who?
Who? Yeah, I was trying to think of his name. He's like Nameless, so yeah, he's a no name.
Yep.
Doing no name stuff like. Yeah,
I think
we have a fairly standard hatch though.
I think something that's interesting is that both of these players you have played against in MSO, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Let's not go to the results page, okay? We don't need the results. Yeah, I've played against them.
I'm just
Results
saying.
wise, I'm still keeping quiet. No.
Aries, like you've had intimate time on stage, like in tournament games with both of these players. You've been very, very close. So yeah, it's just interesting fun fact.
But both of them play really interesting styles. I would say that StarDuck has a very interesting style. He's one that will have no hesitation to just cheese you or go for a really, really long macro game against you. So it's kind of hard to figure out like what he's gonna go for.
Yeah.
Nameless, on the other hand, is just a more solid macro Zerg player. Rarely I've seen him cheese. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Not too sure yet.
Yeah, I'm honestly, I love that Nameless is back and he's competing here. Nameless is one of the Zerg players who was taken under the wing of Oreo. I don't know if you recall Oreo, but Oreo, I think at the moment most would consider him the best Australian Zerg player. And yeah, like they would stream often, they'd have like intense practice sessions, and Nameless is one of those players too. There was a time where I remember he was Diamond, and he's also kind of like risen the ranks, and at the moment I think he's settling around M2, close to M1. But yeah,
he was M1. Like he's like, I would say around the 5,000 Zerg, like regularly 4.95k, which is really, really solid.
Yeah.
On the other end, StarDuck is, I think it could be around the same.
I wanted to mention, because I know you were working yesterday, but there was a lot of hype in GPO last night. StarDuck made it to the finals.
I saw that.
Yeah. He took down. Yeah, he took down Nux, and he also took down Beastork, and it was like, whoa, it was crazy.
Yeah, he's really a rising player, like for sure. Like his results have been deadly. Shit, what's that? Getting better, like rising along the times and all. I'm really excited to see what 2021 has for him.
Definitely for both of these guys. Obviously there's a lot more like shine on StarDuck at the moment, but at the same time Nameless, like he can also make a name for himself as well, hopefully.
Finally, he's going to be called Name and not Nameless.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know who I'm going to be rooting for. StarDuck? StarDuck probably, yeah, because he has a duck, you know?
Mhm.
But what we see here is that he's going for pretty... Wait...
It's a taxi. It's a taxi.
Is that... Yeah. This
So-
kind of... Yeah.
So this is really crazy at the moment. So what is happening is that StarDuck opened up with the Stargate and then he switched into Glaive Adepts. Blindly, Nameless, I think, assumed that StarDuck was going for an air-based competition and he's just going blindly into the German taxi. This is great against double Stargate openers, but against Adepts, like, I don't know.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, StarDuck opened pretty standard, with not like Void Race getting more and more common in PvZ. And then I see Glaive Adepts on the production tab. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, and the problem is that Nameless, he didn't know. He didn't scout the main base at all. He had no idea that the Glaives were coming. And now the Adepts are in the natural. There's zero mining at the third base. He shades into the main, like everything's just dying. And Nameless was getting ready for a big push, and he just has to stay at home and defend.
And he's losing a lot of workers at the same time. And units. But I think, because typically Glaive Adepts would hit your base at around 530, and like around 540 there wasn't any sign of Adepts and all that. So Nameless probably would be like, okay, I'm safe against Glaive Adepts because it's already past that point in time. And StarDuck is not that kind of really bad player who would mess up on his timings. So he went for this, and then like, yo, what up? It's 6 minutes. I'm here with Adepts, boy.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is what happens when you're greedy like this. Like, Nameless wasn't greedy in the sense that he was like making too many workers or anything like that, but he just didn't scout at all. He just made a lot of assumptions off of what what StarDuck was allowing him to see, but he never went in to confirm anything. And now the push is coming, but there should be enough here to defend. I say should. Surprisingly, there's no shield batteries.
There is one at the third lane, the mineral line.
Yeah, but
This is really big army from Nameless though.
Yeah, like the front line, all the zealots went down. The shield battery immediately gets biled down.
Wait, what? Hold up.
Yeah, but Nameless was all in. He had to end the game, and he look at the worker count. StarDuck had 70 workers to Nameless's 26. Like, Nameless had to end the game, and he was slowly running out of steam.
Yeah, but he had
True.
he said a big army, right?
Yeah, I think maybe he could have played it out and kept going. Fun fact: StarDuck right now is in the replay. He's like, what?
I made a replay too. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. I think he could have stuck it out a little bit.
Yeah.
He had the higher supply. I'm looking at the graph. Like, he...
Yeah, but it's only workers.
Yeah.
Workers don't do very well against army units.
Nameless, like, it would have been hard to pull off because obviously StarDuck would have been able to keep like warping in, but Nameless could have kept pushing, right? Like, he was winning that fight.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think he just lost a queen so far. He still had like 3 more. Maybe he just got a little bit tilted. You know, sometimes games, the nerves and all that. Because, as you said, it's been quite a while since we've seen Nameless. You know, so... Yeah,
100%. I'm pretty sure Nameless, because of how much damage he took, he thought he was in a really bad place. He thought he probably was in a worse place than he really was, and he just gave up at the end.
I'm gonna give him a talk on that. Never give up. Never surrender.
Yeah.
Just. Well, in any case, we are on the next map, and this is the second game. No. On Yaganatha, we've got the blue Protoss at the bottom of the map, playing for to fight for justice, right?
Mhm.
We've got StarDuck.
And in the top right-hand corner of Jagannatha LE, we have the Singaporean Zerg player, the red Zerg player, representing Team GDA. It is Nameless.
Who?
Some Singaporean guy. Some.
Are you sure he's Singaporean?
Could be Malaysian. Could be Malaysian. I don't know.
Are you sure now? His name. What's his name again? I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Finally, it's my turn. Yeah.
Oh god. Before we get too far into things, of course we can't forget, of course, shout out to Quirky for the sub, for the resub, as well as the gifted sub to Insano. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Thank you. Wait. Uh-oh. Oh.
I mean, so we didn't get to mention it. We did have a forge first, and oh god, no, this is not the way you want to go at, Nameless.
Oh no. Oh no. He's not, but I mean, he's not overreacting yet.
He's not reacting.
He's not reacting. Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing. I was about to say, like, I mean, he's not overreacting, but he's not reacting. So
yeah. Look at the cannon hit that hatch at that position.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it can. Regardless, like, StarDuck, he saw where the next hatchery was going down, so he's going to be able to cannon this as well. We do have 2 gases being taken. Only one is being mined from. I imagine Nameless wants to go straight into roaches.
That'd be a safe call, actually. But after cannon rushes, typically he says either go for banelings, we kind of fell out of fashion. The next thing you see is ravages, or you're trying to be cheeky, straight up into Nidus.
Oh yeah. You can be crazy and go into Swarm Host. I've seen that. I've seen that before. Oh, the probe does go down.
I kind of salute Nameless for not reacting. Like, really overreact. Like, shit, what's wrong with my brain? He's not overreacting to everything, but at the same time, he's not doing much, and he got his natural denied at his natural, and his unnatural denied again.
Yeah. He had his, as you said, he had his natural denied, he had his third base denied. He is retaking it. I do like that he is double expanding to try and catch up, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, because he's double expanding, I don't see him being too aggressive either. So yeah, StarDuck is kind of free to do whatever he wants at the moment.
What do you think Nameless should go for? Should he like just tech up ASAP or just get a big army?
I would have liked if he goes for a big like queen, like all in. Not a taxi like the last time, but like a Nidus as well. I think that would have been cool. But because he double expanded, I think he just wants to get into a longer macro game.
So not taxis, but train,
subway,
yeah,
subway. Yeah. What is it? Is it the French subway? What's it called?
Singaporean subway.
Okay. Is there subway in Singapore?
Yeah. What the?
Okay.
What? I'm not. We have everything here. Hello?
That's not true. Don't say you have everything there, okay? You don't have lemons. Lemons don't exist. Or oranges.
We have. Yeah, we have.
No, you're living a lie, Aries. Yaku can attest to this.
From here, yeah, but he's Yaku. Hello, yeah. Are you sure? You would trust Yaku?
Look, I have something to say about the citruses in Singapore. All right, they're not right. It's not right. You've been lied to.
No, what was it called? If it's not orange, it's what? Lemons are orange and lemons are wait. Well, forget about that. He's gonna go in.
Yeah, the Oracles almost got focused down. The Adepts, like, for the most part, cleaning up all the Lings, and the Oracles dive onto one of the Queens.
Okay, this is good for Nameless, I feel. Like, losing army, just trading armies is pretty good for him. Like, that's what I think.
Oh, yeah.
He's losing on injects for sure.
Yeah. I mean, StarDuck almost broke that. To be fair, again, like, StarDuck, he didn't need to push out with that army the way he did. Because of that, he is giving Nameless the opportunity to, like, really get back into this. And now StarDuck is, like, kind of on the back foot. Like, his Oracle barely has any energy.
Do you think that Nameless has came back to the game, or is he still, like, behind?
If he can kill the third, then he's going to be in an amazing position. The Lings are a little bit indecisive, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, they're gonna get a pylon. Okay, then. Oh, it's okay. He's not gonna supply block. StarDuck is like not gonna be supplied block for a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, not for long. I mean, all the shields are going to be taken out of this third base. There are 2 zealots that can very easily get surrounded. The Oracle is still slowly gathering energy, still not quite enough. Again, if this third goes down, that's going to be crazy for Nameless.
You know what? Looking at StarDuck's main base.
Micro. Wait, kite around Nameless in the circle. No. Look how low it got.
Nameless not trying to kill it anymore. He's just droning up behind it. Get a fourth. But yeah, I don't know StarDuck's main base. I feel he's gonna go for really, really big attacks soon. There's like 9 gates. On 2, 3 base. Yes.
Yeah. This is gonna hit hard, especially now that Charge just finished up as well. +1 is done for StarDuck, +2 on the way. So this will hit. Nameless, what does he have to defend against this mass charge style? I'm very concerned because there's no Baling Nest.
Don't roaches counter zealots?
Kinda. That's probably the best thing to say about that. Like, honestly, a bunch of zealots can deal with roaches, especially if there are enough zealots. So we'll see how Nameless can do here, because yeah, the zealots, they can get on top of this. He has to be careful.
There's like 9 units, 9 zealots that can be potentially walked in one. Oh, he's gonna squeeze it. Oh, the shield overcharge.
Yeah, the overcharge is being used. A lot of roaches did go down, and now here come the Archons. To be fair, StarDuck doesn't have too many units.
He's a lot of zealots, and he's gonna hold. Pretty easily. Though one of the Archon is really, really low. Like, really low. Extremely low.
Oh yeah, like 1, maybe 2 roach hits and it will go down.
It's kind of funny that Archon is so big, and look at the green bars right there. But 2 hits from a roach, we just like, bye.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, as we saw, like, roaches aren't ideal against charge lots. It's so difficult to pull that off. Like, you can kite against them, but when there are so many like that, like, the roaches just get overwhelmed. To be fair, Nameless has just been pumping out roach after roach, so he has a pretty beefy army, to the point where I think now he can probably contend with them.
StarDuck is not far behind in his tech. He's gonna go for a robo. Immortals are gonna come out, and Immortals are gonna be like really great against roaches.
Oh yeah, definitely. But to be fair, Nameless isn't stuck on just Roach Tech. I believe he threw down a Hydra Den earlier, there it is, but it looks like he's decided to change his mind and we have a Spire on the way.
What would he go for? Spire. You don't need. Wait. Do you need a Spire for Vipers?
No, you don't. Aries,
Right,
did you switch to Zerg for a while?
Yeah, but I didn't have to use Vipers.
You only need Hive for Vipers, only Hive.
Let's see. What do you think the Spire is for? Corruptus?
When I think of a Muta switch could work. The only thing scary is these two Archons, and there are only two of them, so you can like bypass them and, you know, dive into some of these mineral lines. And there is no blink either, so it's going to be very difficult for StarDuck to really deal with them. If this goes unscouted, then the Muta switch can catch StarDuck off guard.
Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, he's really banked up a lot of minerals and gas. He's like 1.5, 1.5. He's at 15 mutas.
Oh, but he's taking into he can't make up his mind.
You called it?
He's getting the Hydra upgrades and 4 Hydras, but also going for mutas. It's like okay.
Yeah. Maybe it's like when all else fails, right? You know?
Yeah.
If my mutas don't work, then I still have Hydras. I
True.
don't want to be in that position. Oh no. StarDuck doesn't know about. Oh, StarDuck has like the kind of star sense. I think she's showing down too. Wait, no, he's not star sense. It's just
Taking up.
right.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's already getting 2 more Stargates. He's got a Fleet Beacon on the way. He's getting ready to switch into carriers. To be fair, like there is still a window here where the mutas can deal a lot of damage.
And in they're going. Oh man, I love the skins. That's pretty nice.
Oh yeah. The mutas, they are diving in. Come on, get into the middle line. They do get in, and there's nothing here to really stop them.
Oh, he's gonna get Phoenix is something good. But what I like is that this multi-prong attack going in at the foot of third and the fourth. The roaches have been doing quite a bit, but the shield battery is just being really annoying.
Yeah, it is. But it looks like the Archon is going to go down, so the roaches are dealing a decent amount of damage. Meanwhile, StarDuck is just sending his army across the map, kind of like a pseudo base trade.
I don't really find it's gonna work yet. Oh man, there's like action everywhere right now. I don't know what we should follow. Maybe are doing really good, clearing up pylons.
Yeah, I think the mutas just win, right? Like he took out all the Stargates, only 1 Stargate left for Phoenixes, and it's gonna take so long to pump them out. So the mutas are just gonna kill everything.
Oh, 10,000 IQ right there. Yeah, and if he decides to fly the mutas back, I think this army right here just dies.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Archons here just got taken out. The mutas are getting on top of one of the last mining bases of StarDuck. StarDuck, he only has, what, a single Archon across the map. GG gets called.
Whoa. That tech switch was really a really good call, I'll say. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Are you good?
I see something in the chat. Oh no.
Oh yes. So
oh no.
I'm gonna give you some time, but thank you everyone for channeling your points together, and we do have the Spanish intro number 13 redeemed.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No.
So start Aries, it's time to whip out the Google Translate.
Okay.
No, we won't do the intro for this series. We'll do it for the next series.
Thank you.
Give you some time.
I could just try my best and just bombard something.
Now we'll do it for the next one. I wanna save it for Mio. Because I myself should refresh the brackets. As the winner of this series is going up against Mio Micah.
I was thinking about this, like there's quite a few players which I wouldn't say kind of, but I'm excited to see.
Mhm.
Nux is one player that just risen like recently, like since last year. He just popped out of nowhere, I think,
Mm.
and he just what, what? And he just like getting better and better. There's like Ranger who's back.
Mhm.
Is our I'm not sure is it our, but my personal favorite Zerg as of now. That's not in Southeast Asia. Go Joey.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, we're big fans of all these players, right? There's Go Joey, who's like an insane Zerg player. There's Mio Micah. There's Seether, who's the best Terran in our region. There's Ranger, who's back after taking a bit of a break at the end of 2020. So it's cool to see his return. Of course, Pez is back as well, one of the best Australian Protosses. So, but before we get into that, of course, we have StarDuck and Nameless, two players who are still rising up. We mentioned kind of like Nux as well, like they're kind of in the background a little bit.
Really strong players, but they just haven't had the opportunity to just that one opportunity to just get the spotlight,
Mhm.
being overshadowed.
Mhm.
All right, and on the third, this is the third map. It's gonna be on a place where we all need to breathe.
Oh yeah.
What do you think of this map for PvZ
For PvZ, I mean,
or ZVP?
I've seen quite a number of longer late game scenario games on this map. It feels like that's where StarDuck wants to go, right? We saw he was trying to get into carriers last game. Like that's where he feels most confident in the late game PvZ. I feel like it's going to be on Nameless to try and stop that from happening. As we've seen, right? He tried to go for the German taxi and he went for like this big Hail Mary play with the mutas. So
Hail Mary. Okay, and here we have. At the bottom left the map as the blue Protoss, representing Fight for Justice, we have StarDuck.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Singaporean Zerg player representing Team GDA. It is Nameless.
Who again?
He's
He's never
nameless.
gonna get old.
He's nameless. No one knows. No one knows.
He's nameless and I gotta brush on my vocab shit. He's nameless and he
You okay?
No, I'm never okay. I get hit by buses all the time, okay? My brain's never okay. Even my StarCraft's not okay.
God damn it. All right. Well, I mean, we're here. We're in the ace match. We're tied up 1-1 between these two players, and honestly, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that Nameless is able to bring it to the ace match. I would consider StarDuck a bit of a higher tier player. Not by much though. But we see that Nameless, he has it in him to take games, to maybe even take the series. So I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah, like the second game itself was it wasn't like that kind of he won it out of luck.
Mhm.
He solved it. Like it wasn't like that kind of like yeah, it could go both ways. God damn it, what the hell is that? This time Starlight is opening different. He's not going for that forge cannon thingy.
Yeah,
Fairly standard.
Yeah, this time it is a lot more standard. I imagine that the Forge first build that he went for last game was a little bit more map dependent. It's a little bit harder to pull that off here because like on the previous map, like the cannon was able to cover the ramp. Here there isn't like that much room here to really pull that off, so it's a little bit harder to do. So yeah, a little bit more straight up.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I've seen players who cannon rush without giving two hoots about the maps.
Mhm.
They're trying to make things happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, uses the adept. That's not
Okay.
really. Yeah, I don't think we want to lose an adept so
Ye-
early in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Like that adept is how the Protoss is getting the majority of their scouting information early on. Thankfully, there isn't anything too crazy happening. As like there is no early gases, there's no early lair or anything too crazy.
Maybe he's getting one spore at his natural, but not at his main. Wait, does he? Okay, he knows that there's target units for sure, but
Yeah, an interesting decision. You know, he could be being a little bit greedy and relying on his queens to defend his main base. We'll see if he can get away with that. As again, he has 2 queens at his third as well. Again, just relying on that one spore at the natural.
what do you think the Nameless might be going for? Like he hasn't shown much yet, except that he's going for lair, which is this the normal timing for Zubs to go lair, or is it a little bit early?
Oh, I
Like
mean,
lair before Roach Warren.
I feel like this is kind of telling as we see the lair is being researched at the same time as Pneumatized Carapace. Pneumatized Carapace, this late, you don't get it unless you're going for a Lord build. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see it again, especially because I imagine what triggered Nameless is the Stargate opening. So I imagine he's going to go for another German taxi. Oh god, oh god.
This. Oh no! Yeah, oh, the queen just exploded. Bang. Oh yeah, I wanted to say, I recall talking to Nameless like not too long ago. He really has difficulty against Stargate units. Stargate kind of Protoss, open void rays and all. I would say borderline hates that kind of playstyle and just wants to find a way to end it. So I think like since the German taxi is the way to go, it's what he's gonna go for.
Yeah. This is a little bit concerning to me because the German taxi is good to throw in a best of series, but I don't think you should rely on it. There are different all-ins that you can go for, like there are like a bunch of Hydra timings that you can try and hit as well. But I guess it looks like Nameless is a little bit more confident with this, and thankfully, luckily, the Lords were able to avoid the Void Ray.
And this Star is good for Blink. He's not good. Adepts, like Glaive Adepts.
Oh, he spots it. It's too late. The queens are here.
But they've been put a little bit far behind, don't you think? Oh no, he's gonna get a Ravager. Nope, that was close.
Oh boy, that was very close. Okay, here come the Lings, the Roaches, and the Ravagers. There are 2 shield batteries here, but they're just gonna get bowed down.
Okay. Yep. What is the German taxi good against? Like, what kind of stuff? Because we've seen, you know,
Double Stargate, I think. Like double Stargate openings with like Void Ray heavy compositions. Because again, like these queens are meant to like be able to focus down the Void Rays, but there are no Void Rays here. Like it's mainly Stalker, as you pointed out, and the Stalkers they're slowly like at least dealing with all the Lings, and now they're getting on top of the Ravagers.
One thing that I know that German taxi is not good against adepts.
Well, we saw that earlier, right?
Yeah, which is why I said that. So against Stalkers is pretty good, I think, but is this too much?
It's too much.
He's not. I do feel Nameless is kind of leaving his games a little bit early.
I mean, to be fair, I think game 1 there was a bigger opportunity for Nameless to win that game. Here in game 3, GG it felt like his push was completely shut down.
Wait, why did he go for that the second game?